So you wanna be a master of Pokemon? Do you have the skills to be #1? Konnichiwa minasan, genki desu ka? I'm Dave, and today, to commemorate the 20th anniversary of Pokemon, we are going to be unboxing Nendroid Red and Nendroid Red Champion version. So, I picked both of these Nendroids up from PokemonCenter.com, the official place where you can buy Pokemon goods and stuff like that. I bought this one, I think, over a year ago. This one was $50, and I bought this one just maybe a week ago, and this was for $100, and I think this was to commemorate the 20th anniversary specifically. Also, for those of you who missed out on this pre-order, don't worry, don't fret. Mommy Tan said on her Twitter that throughout the year these are going to come back in stock, so you gotta make sure to check PokemonCenter.com, and unfortunately that is for US only. I don't know if that includes Canada or Mexico, but United States for sure. For those of you who are in Europe, I don't know, obviously, but you're gonna wanna inquire about it towards the Pokemon Company, because they're the ones who hold the license to Pokemon, of course, and unfortunately Good Smile Company is not the one in charge of these releases. So if you want your voices heard, you gotta go to the Pokemon Company and you gotta ask them that you want Pokemon Red. Alright, so let's get started by unboxing the original release of Nendroid Red. As you can see, the box is a little different than a normal Nendroid box. For one, you don't have a big number here. It just says Red. This is probably because it's a Pokemon Center release for the US market, so it wouldn't really make sense to have a number. They'd be like, what was this number? I don't understand. And of course, for the Japanese release, it is number 425, so that would be here instead. Over here, aside, you have the different poses, as well as a preview of the Pokemon inside. Here is the back, and you can see the different expressions. Here it gives you a detailed list of each piece that is inside. I especially like the bottom. That is really, really cute. I like that. So, if you didn't know, I am a huge Pokemon fan. I've been playing Pokemon since the original Game Boy releases. In fact, I still have all my original games, starting with Blue and Yellow. And Yellow is probably one of my favorites, and Silver is amazing. And I played all of my games on a Game Boy Pocket. This is my first Game Boy ever. Nice blue one to go with my blue version. So I'm a huge Pokemon fan. I still play Pokemon to this day, and I'm very excited for Sun and Moon. So let's check out the inside. Alright, so here is Nendroid Red unboxed. As you can see, it comes with a whole array of accessories, including 2 extra faceplates, several arm attachments, a Pokeball and a Master Ball, 1 different leg, and of course his 3 Pokemon companions. Oh, and his backpack as well. One critique I have that I wish they would have included was, of course, my favorite Pokemon, Pikachu. I mean, how could they leave out Pikachu? He's the best one. Pikachu. So I wish they included a Pikachu in this release, and I really would have loved if they had Pikachu in the latest Japanese release, because Gary Oak gets Mew, but Red doesn't get anybody? Oh man, come on. So here is Nendroid Red up close. As you can see, his hat is actually a part of his head, so if you want to change faceplates, you would just remove his front hat, which has his hair too. And what I really like in the back is how spiky his hair is. That's really cool. So I like that detail. So you can swap out each of his faces with his 2 extra faces, which includes a smiley expression and getting ready to kick some ass face right here with his awesome Pokemon. Speaking of his Pokemon, the Pokemon that is included with this set are the original 3 starter Pokemon, including Charmander, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur. Every time I would play the Pokemon games, I would always pick Squirtle. I am water Pokemon for life. Sometimes during other playthroughs I would pick Bulbasaur, and I never ever pick Charmander because fire Pokemon are the worst. what I really love about the Pokemon that is included is the excellent detail with each of these starters. They're so small and cute, but despite their size, they are extremely detailed, which I wouldn't expect any less from Good Smile Company. So great job with each Pokemon starter. Even the fire tip on Charmander's tail is really detailed in colors. There's yellow, orange, red. It's amazing. And so here he is, fully displayed with his 3 Pokemon beside him. I mean, what's great is that the Pokemon stand on their own. They don't need anything to keep them up, which is great. You can put them pretty much anywhere, and they're looking good. Alright, so that was the original release of Pokemon Red. Let's check out the Champion version. So here it is, Pokemon Trainer Red Champion version. As you can see, the box is huge, because I'm expecting the Pokemon to be huge. Here is the back. As you can see, you have all 3 Pokemon in their fully evolved forms, as well as Red again. Here's the bottom. Obviously Charizard isn't in there because he sucks. Just kidding. Just kidding. Charizard is on top all by his lonesome self. So here it is, fully unboxed and open. As you can see, this does have another Trainer Red, and the Pokemon are absolutely huge. The effect parts are right here, and yeah, let's just open this bad boy. So here are both Reds unboxed. Pretty much they are identical. There's absolutely nothing differentiating that I can see. They both have the same backpack, the hat design's the same. The biggest difference is that this one right here, this is the one that came with the Champion version, and his accessories include a Ultra Ball and a Great Ball. So the Ultra Ball is the one that is right here. This Red only had a Pokeball, but he had 3 faceplates. This one only has 2. His second faceplate is actually the same as the face that this Nendroid Red has right now. So as you can see, it is his angry face, and yeah, it's about the same. We are here for Pokemon, so let's check out the main event. Here are the 3 fully evolved starter Pokemon: Venusaur, Blastoise, and of course everyone's favorite, Charizard. And I have to say, now I kind of know why this set was $100. The detail of each of these Pokemon, absolutely amazing. I mean, the detail with each individual Pokemon are great, and not only that, they are really heavy. The bumps on Venusaur's skin is a nice touch. The leaves are really nice, and the flower, even though it's such a weird color, I've always thought Venusaur was pretty ugly. I mean, look at him, he's like, yeah, he's kind of ugly. The plant on top of Venusaur's back is really detailed, really nice. Blastoise, my favorite Pokemon from Gen 1, is so badass. I really love his cannons, and his back shell is really nicely designed. I really like that. His tail is movable as well as his legs, and his arms are movable too. And of course his head is as well. So it would have been nice if the Pokemon had like exchangeable faceplates of their own, pop their heads off and replace them with, like, you know, screaming, especially for Charizard. I really like Charizard. His wings are removable. I had to stick them in. Limbs are movable as well, but it would have been nice if there was a Charizard face that had his mouth open like he was about to breathe fire, which would have been really cool. But his head does move a little bit, so you can pose him as well. And again, just like Charmander, the fire effect for Charizard looks really nice. Again, a mixture of the yellows, oranges, and reds, which go really well together. So that was a nice touch. Starting with Charizard, he has these green leaf effect thing. I don't really know how to explain it. But if I were to guess what move he was trying to do, probably be something like a Razor Leaf. That's kind of what I imagine. He's like summoning up leaves from the ground and he's ready to launch them at you. But this effect is really, really cool. So Blastoise's water effect comes out of his cannons, of course. He has these 2 cannons in the back, and I assume this move is Hydro Pump, which is his special move. What's really cool is that the cannons on his back do move a little bit. You don't have a huge amount of posability, but it's nice that you do have some. The effect looks like it's spraying out. It's just a really nice touch. I really appreciate that they went all out for the championship version. So, God, this looks so good. So Charizard effect is 3 different columns of fire sprouting out from the ground. So you have a small one, a medium one, and a large one. So you can just use this, place the columns of fire around him. This is why I think it would have been nice if you could replace Charizard's head with his mouth roaring. So it would look really cool with his mouth in the air and fire just sprinting out like he's just rah. So that would be really cool, but otherwise this is still really awesome. And I mean, what's great is you can use these accessories with any Nendroid, of course, or any figure for that matter. So it's just really cool to be able to have all 3 of these Pokemon with their special effects that really make the 20th anniversary of Pokemon very special. So I'm really excited to have all 3 displayed. Uh-oh, it looks like Red has just entered the wrong neighborhood. So here we have a 3-on-3 battle between Red and his Charmander, Squirtle, Bulbasaur team, and Red with his Venusaur, Blastoise, and Charizard team. And I have to say, it is not looking good. I think we all know how this battle turns out. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and review of both Nendroid Red and Nendroid Red Champion version. Tell me, guys, were you able to pick up either of these Nendroids? I know they're really rare, and try not to purchase the Champion version right now if you haven't gotten it yet. Make sure to check back Pokemon Center. There's no way to know when they're gonna be back, so you wanna make sure you follow all the right places like Mamitan on Twitter or the Pokemon Company at Pokemon, their Twitter and Facebook. I'm sure they're gonna have info up, but other than that, you're just gonna have to make sure to check. And you also have to be careful because there are counterfeit versions for Nendroid, the original release for Nendroid Red. And not only are those going for a really high price, they're gonna be fakes all abound. So you gotta make sure to be careful. Try not to buy from eBay because 1, they're gonna rip you off, and 2, if it's fake, they'll just doubly rip you off. You have to pay more for something that's fake. That would be unfortunate. Okay, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. So once again, guys, thanks for watching. I'm Dave, and I'll see you next time. Jane.